For like forever, the name of the game in email marketing was just get more emails, right? Grow that list. But what if that's completely the wrong way to think about it? Today, we're going to dive into how AI is just tearing up that old playbook. It's not about getting more leads anymore. It's about getting way, way better ones. And really, this quote right here, this is the heart of the entire shift. We're talking about moving away from that big, flashy number, that vanity metric of a huge list, and focusing on a strategy that actually gets people to open, click, and yeah, actually buy something. All right, so to really get where we're headed, we've got to first understand what we're leaving in the dust. Let's talk about the old playbook and why it's just completely broken now. You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? Those join our newsletter pop-ups that attack you on pretty much every website. For so long, that was just what you did. You'd slap a form on your site, promise some vague updates, and basically just hope for the best. But here's the kicker, and this is super important. These old tricks aren't just kind of outdated. No, they're actively hurting your business. It's not just that they don't work well, they can actually wreck your brand's reputation and cost you real money. So, why this sudden nosedive? How did these once go-to strategies become so bad? Let's get into the nitty-gritty of why they fail. Okay, the number one problem is this. Old tactics attract the wrong people. Simple as that. You put out a generic offer, you get a generic list, full of folks who honestly couldn't care less about what you're actually selling. I love this quote from the source material because it just nails it. You're attracting freebie hunters. Think about it. You offer some free guide or a 10% coupon. You get people who want the freebie, not your product. They grab it and poof, they're gone. They just ghost your emails and become dead weight you're paying to carry. And that's when the dominoes start to fall. These people ignore your emails, right? So your engagement rates plummet. That tells email providers like Gmail, hey, this sender is kind of spammy, which hurts your reputation and sends you straight to the junk folder. You end up paying to shout into a void. And check this out. The data here really tells the story. Just by segmenting your emails, which is something AI is amazing at, you can drive 50% more click-throughs. 50%. That's huge. It's proof that the old one-size-fits-all email blast is just leaving money on the table. All right, enough doom and gloom about the old way. Let's pivot to the solution. This is where AI walks onto the stage and completely changes the game. So, what is AI email list building, really? Well, let's be clear. It's not just another fancy automation tool. We're talking about using AI to create a totally dynamic, personalized experience for every single person who visits your site, adapting in real time to capture only the people who are actually likely to buy. And when you put them side by side, the difference is just night and day. The old way uses dumb triggers, like show a pop-up after 10 seconds. AI uses smart, predictive triggers based on what a visitor is actually doing. You go from basically zero personalization to deep one-to-one customization. The outcome? You stop collecting random emails and start getting truly qualified, high-intent leads. And it's not just a one-and-done thing. It's a whole workflow. See, AI doesn't just capture the lead. It immediately gets to work. It enriches that contact with more data. It qualifies how likely they are to buy, it nurtures them with the perfect content, and it can even predict who's about to unsubscribe and try to retain them. It's the whole shebang from start to finish. Okay, that all sounds pretty cool in theory, but what does this look like in the real world? Let's dive into some actual practical examples. Let's start right at the top of the funnel, just getting that email address in the first place. This is one area where AI can make a huge, immediate difference. Get this. Instead of wrestling with complicated settings and code, imagine just telling your website what you want. Like literally typing, announce free shipping to visitors from France. And boom, it just happens. The AI gets it, and it creates and launches that targeted pop-up for you. It's that easy. And what about chatbots? What if your chatbot could actually earn an email address instead of just begging for it? Instead of a dumb bot that just spits out canned answers, an AI-powered chatbot can have a genuine conversation, solve a real problem, help someone find the perfect product. Then, when it asks for an email to send a shipping update, the person is happy to give it because the bot has already been super helpful. And the AI is working behind the scenes on so many levels. It's automatically cleaning your list, kicking out fake emails and typos. It's scoring visitors to see who's a hot lead. It's even playing defense for you, predicting who's about to leave and stepping in with a special offer to keep them around.
So you're probably wondering, okay, what tools actually do this stuff? Well, here are a few examples. You've got tools like Pop-up Smart for those intelligent pop-ups, or Live Chat AI for the smart chatbot captures we were just talking about. There's a whole ecosystem of this tech out there now. Okay, let's pull all these threads together. What's the big picture here? What's the actual goal of using AI like this? We're circling back to this quote because if you remember one thing, it should be this. You don't need 100,000 emails. You need the right 10,000. A smaller list of people who are actually engaged and interested is worth so much more than a giant bloated list of people who don't care. Quality over quantity. Period.
And if you're still not convinced, maybe this number will do it. 42 to 1. That is the average return on investment for this kind of AI-driven, personalized marketing. That's not just a little boost. That's a total game changer for your business.
So, what are the key takeaways? First, ditch that old playbook. It's done. Second, focus on the quality of your leads, not the quantity. Third, let AI do the heavy lifting on automation and personalization. And look, you don't have to boil the ocean. Just start simple. Pick one smart tool and see what it can do.
At the end of the day, this is all about turning your email list from a chore, something you just have to keep feeding, into a real, thriving asset that actually grows your business. The tech is here. It's ready. So the real question is, isn't it time to let AI do the heavy lifting for you?